Hi, my name is Chandler R.
And I'm Corrina S, and we're doing chapter 8.4, the determinant of a square matrix. The definition of the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. The determinant of the matrix A equals A1, B1, A2, and B2. As you can see, now you're going to cross multiply. Now you have A1 times B2 minus A2 times B1. Now let's do some examples. A equals 2, -3, 1, and 2. You're going to cross multiply like before, and now you have 2 times 2 minus -3 times 1. Now you have 4 minus or plus 3, which now equals 7. Now on to another example. A equals 2, 1, 4, and 2. You're going to do the same thing as before and cross multiply. Now you have 2 times 2 minus 4 times 1, which now equals 4 minus 4, which equals 0. Now on to Chandler for the calculator section.
Now I'm going to show you how to solve a 2 by 2 matrix system on the calculator. It's a TI-36. So first you turn your calculator on, and then at the top left corner it's the second button. Click that, and then you will go to the math button right there, but underneath it says matrix. So you'll click it. Now it gives you a list of options. What you want to do is you want to scroll over to edit, and then you want to click, it doesn't matter, A or B, and then I'm going to click A. So click A, and they'll give you the rows and columns. So it's a 2 by 2, so you want 2 rows, and then you want 2 columns. And after you get that, then you'll push OK. And then it'll give you this, like with the brackets. And so now you fill it in. So now you put 2, enter, -3, enter, then you put 1, enter, then you put 2, enter. Just like that. And now that you have that, after that, you're going to push the blue button again, and then you're going to hit the one right next to it right here that says quit. And so after you quit, then you want to go back to doing the matrix. So you want to click that, then go push the matrix. And then now you want to go to where it says math. So click over to math, and you see right there, first one, it says find the determinant. So you want to click the determinant, and so it gives you that. So then you click the matrix button again, and then you see at the top where it says 2 by 2 system, you click A. You see now it's there. And then now once you click it, it gives you the answer. It gives you the answer 7. And right here, the answer is 7. So I'm going to show you how to do the other one. So if you want to do another 2 by 2 system, what you do is you do the same thing. You go over to edit again, and then you click the 2 by 2 system, then you click it again, and then you just change the numbers. So the next one would be 2, 1, 4, 2. So what you'll do again, you'll push the quit, and then you'll go to the matrix, you'll find the determinant again, you'll click it, then you go back to the matrix button, then you'll click the determinant you have, and look, this one's 0, and on the paper it's 0.
Now on to 3 by 3 matrices. You solve them almost the same way you solve the 2 by 2 matrices, except it's a little bit more tricky. Now, as an example, we'll do with some letters. So first you're going to have A1, and you have B1, and a C1, because you're going to have 3 by 3, 3 columns and 3 rows. A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, and C3. As you can see. Now, you're going to take your first 2 columns, A and B, and you're going to put them on the outside. So now you have A1 and the A2s and A3 all on the outside. So now what you're going to do is you're going to kind of like cross multiply. You see how I went across? Now you're going to do the same thing but coming back. So you're going to have B times B1 times A2 times C3 see? And you can tell by with the 2 different colors. So now you're going to have on the front, you're going to start off with 1 and you're going to solve it. So you have A1 times B2 times C3 plus B1 times C2 times A3 plus C1 times A2 times B3. And then with the numbers, you'll be able to solve it. But it's kind of different with letters. But after you solve that, you would subtract it from this second solution, which is going to be B1 times A2 times C3 subtracted by A1 times C2 times B3 minus C1 times B2 times A3. And once you find the solution for that, you're going to subtract the first solution from the second one. Let's do some with numbers now. Now we're going to have A equals -4, -1, -1, -2, 5, 4, -2, -1, and -3. And like I said before, you're going to take the first 2 columns and put them on the outside. As you can see. And it also helps by using different colors. So now you're going to use your cross multiplication. Just like before with the letters. So now you're going to take, you have -4 times 5 times -3 plus -2 times -1 times -1 plus -2 times -1 times 4. And now I solved the first part of the matrix. I just multiplied -4 times 5 times -3, which equals 60, plus -2 times -1 times -1 is -2, and -2 times -1 times 4 equals 8. So now we're going on to solving the second part, which is the purple lines. Alrighty? Okay, so now you have -2 times -1 times -3 minus -4 times -1 times 4 minus -2 times 5 times -1. Now with those, you have -2 times -1 times -3, which equals -6. -4 times -1 times 4 equals -16. Actually, positive 16, sorry. You have -2 times 5 times -1 is positive 10. And now you're going to subtract those. But first, we're going to solve the first one. So 60 plus -2 plus 8 equals 66. Okay. -6 plus 16, -16 minus 10 equals 20. So now you're going to take the 66 from the first problem and you're going to subtract it by the second problem, which is 20, which gives you 46. And that's how you solve a 3 by 3 matrix. Now on to the calculator section. And now I solved the first part of the matrix. I just multiplied -4 times 5 times -3, which equals 60, plus -2 times -1 times -1 is -2, and -2 times -1 times 4 equals 8. So now we're going on to solving the second part, which is the purple lines. Alrighty, so now you have -2 times -1 times -3 minus -4 times -1 times 4 minus -2 times 5 times -1. Now with those, you have -2 times -1 times -3, which equals -6. -4 times -1 times 4 equals -16. Actually, positive 16, sorry. You have -2 times 5 times -1 is positive 10. And now you're going to subtract those. But first, we're going to solve the first one. So 60 plus -2 plus 8 equals 66. Okay. -6 plus 16, -16 minus 10 equals 20. So now you're going to take the 66 from the first problem and you're going to subtract it by the second problem, which is 20, which gives you 46. And that's how you solve a 3 by 3 matrix. Now on to the calculator section.
For the 3 by 3 system for the matrix, all you do is the same thing. You click the top left, then you click the math button, which is going to give you the matrix, like so. But when you go to edit, you're going to go down and pick, doesn't matter, A, B, or C. You click it, and then you're going to click the 3, 3, 3, you see? So you're going to click it, and now you're going to just fill in the numbers. So the numbers are -4, -2, -2, -1, 5, -1, -1, 4, -3. So what you're going to do is you're going to click the top button like usual. Then you're going to quit. So you have a blank screen. And then you're going to click the matrix again. So you're going to go to math. And then you're going to click the determinant button. And after you click it, then it'll give you this. And then you're going to click the matrix again. Then you're going to go down to your C, which is the 3x3, which you just entered. You're going to click it, and it's going to give you that. And once you push enter, you'll have your answer 46.
Thanks for watching.
How to solve a 3x3 and a 2x2 matrix.